My people, how's everybody doing today? We're gonna be doing this video from the house because it is 20 degrees outside and it takes me forever to heat up my shop. So I brought everything in. Wife wasn't too happy about it, so if you hear like regular everyday home noises, that's because everybody's here, you know. So make sure you check it out. Check me out on Instagram. Make sure you hit the like button. It's right down there. And as usual, if you do, you'll be automatically entered in one of our wonderful giveaways. This particular one will be for a turkey baster. Make sure you subscribe. There'll be a link for Patreon in the description if you are interested. And also there will be a link for DNK Knives. DNK Knives is a knife company out of Cave Creek, Arizona. Really good dude. He's going to start contributing review samples for us to check out, which is really awesome. Also, we are working on a 10% off coupon code link, which will also start being in the description for you guys. So if you're going to shop for knives, they got a lot of cool stuff, by the way. Small company, he is growing, but he's got a lot of stuff that people are buying anyway. So if you're going to buy it, why not get 10% off and get it from a really cool dude? I'd like to thank all my patrons. I really appreciate all that you guys do. And that's, oh yeah, so I want everybody to meet G-Unit. G-Unit. This is the scale. I bought a scale so we can start weighing the knives, even though I said I probably wasn't going to do them kind of things on the videos, but you know, we do measurements just by the board here, and then we can weigh them if we want to. So that is now a thing. So the topic of today's video is, are imported knives really the best value? Dollar for dollar, up against quality between each other, and also up against the same relevant quality of an American knife in the same price range or below. Obviously, we know there's a ton of them above the price range, but there's also some that are below. All right. So, the Riot Iron X. Excellent freaking knife. Excellent knife. It is a thumb stud and flipper, 3.25 inch blade, an M390, titanium, excellent carbon fiber that is well done. The inlay work is excellent. By the way, this knife is on loan from Thomas, who's a patron and a regular contributor to the channel. So thank you very much, Thomas. It's on bearings, just like all Riots are. Great action, typical of Riot. Has a cool titanium thumb stud that is kind of like a ramp on both sides. Works really well, looks a little different. I think it's cool. Anyway, excellent quality as usual from Riot. Riot also made this knife, the Brian Brown Raptor. Killer quality. This knife is roughly $350 to $375, and so is this one. Which is what they want to charge. It's what it is. In my opinion, no matter how good they are and how badass they are, they're a little overpriced. And I say that because you can go to many other imported companies and get the same quality or very, very, very close to it, made out of the same materials for substantially less money. Case in point would be this Kaiser October titanium. The action on this is bananas. It is full titanium. It's been milled out a little bit for weight reduction. 20 CV blade, multiple opening options, very comfortable in hand. Basically, no different from this other than the carbon fiber. And this knife is $175, and that is the normal everyday price. To me, that's a drastic difference for the same quality. Now this one is Best Tech. This is more in their mid-range line. It is a titanium frame lock. Excellent carbon fiber. Very lightweight for the size of the knife. Fit and finish is okay. I mean, the fit is excellent. The finish is kind of bland on this side. It does have a D2 blade, so it is a downgrade in the blade steel. But this knife is $120 to $100, $100 to $120. That's a good value to me as well for a titanium frame lock. It does have your typical milling on the inside. It has the lock bar insert. Bearings, excellent action. A perfect detent, perfect flipping action. And it's 100 to 120. Let's say 120 at the top end of that. So I find it hard, even though we know Riot makes excellent knives, and we makes excellent knives, but they're starting to creep up in that price to where your diminishing terms, or you're not getting your value out of your money. And you know, this is $600 made by Reich Knife, and it has no reason to be $600. Yes, it's an integral. Aside from that, there's nothing that justifies a higher than $400 price tag. We know the materials are the exact same thing as these knives. And other than being an integral, it was no more expensive to make. And before anybody says it in the comments, yes, these are collaborations. So you do have to pay Tony Marfione from Microtech. You do have to pay Brian Brown. But like knives like this one have no, as far as I know, this is an in-house design. So there's nobody else to pay. So I think, in my opinion, let me try to get some more of these in frame here. We're starting to see a little bit of gouging. Maybe not starting. It's been happening for a while, but I'm starting to take a lot more notice to it. So, not this particular knife, but Zero Tolerance. They're building knives out of the same materials. The quality, in my opinion, has greatly improved. So they don't have the issues that they used to have. And this knife, or knives like this, are around $280. Made in America, out of the proper materials that we have come to enjoy and love. So I don't know. I think that we can do better for sure in the American knife and stay more competitive, especially with these ridiculous prices on some of these. And then you go to the lower end of the imported knives, and to me, that's where you get your value. Civivi makes excellent knives, which is owned by we, by the way. Everybody knows that. And out of good materials, not the greatest, but good materials, useful materials, good blade steels, that aren't the best, of course, but they're workable blade steels. The grinds are amazing, the action is amazing, and the materials are not bad, especially for $50. These knives are $50 a piece. So that, to me, is where you get you get your value for imported knives. And here and here. In this area, you're just not. That's bothersome. That's irritating. And I think they're kind of taking advantage of us a little bit, maybe. I could be wrong. Also, real quick, all of this is 100% my opinion. and that's what it is. And you got Kershaw making knives overseas, and they have started doing a lot better. They've started using D2. Their fit and finish is getting a little better. But this knife is a steel frame lock with a D2 blade, and this is 75 to 80 bucks. And I think that is the absolute stratosphere for how much this knife should cost. It should never cost more than that, and in my opinion, it could probably cost a little less. It's not a bad knife. I like it. I don't really use it a lot, but it's a great one to toss in the console of your truck to have a decent backup knife that is capable enough. It has good action. I like the blade. I like the blade style. So I'm sure I might catch hell on this video about my opinion. But I just think that we can seek out more American knives that cost the same or less than some of these, and then give more credit to the import companies and the import knives that are actually really giving you an excellent value, because I think this is the best value out of what's on this table by a long shot. It's a great knife. I'll probably do another video on this one by itself. You know, you got 20 CV blade, bananas action, the fit and finish is great, and then the value you just can't beat, in my opinion, and Kaiser does a good job of that as well. I've never had an issue with any of their knives. I have not owned a lot of them, but the ones I have owned have been what they are supposed to be. Good working knife that makes sense. It's not the thinnest behind the edge, but it is. It does have good enough geometry that it will cut and cut well. This Riot, same thing. Little thick behind the edge, but it has good geometry. But to me, other than the carbon fiber, there's no difference between these two knives. So I don't understand why there is a, near $200 difference. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I don't know. If you have a good reason, something I'm missing, let me know in the comments, because I can't figure it out. I know it's not rocket science, and everybody knows I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but maybe I'm missing something. So let me know in the comments. Let me know your opinion on this general topic as well. I'm sure I've missed some stuff. I tried to write down a few things so I don't forget. And I hope everybody catches the gist of what I'm trying to say here. Is we're getting taken to the cleaners on some of these knives. We just are. And it's our fault. And, everybody obviously can spend their money on whatever they want. Free country for now. Do what you want with your money. I was just wanting to give you my opinion on it. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Please make sure you follow me on Instagram, and absolutely check out dnkknives.com. It's DNK, the actual letters, knives.com, and see what you got going on there. There'll be a link in the description, and here soon we will have a 10% off coupon code for you. All right, guys, that's all I got. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.